Awesome. So, Casa de Brujas, I found you guys on YouTube actually, and I was blown away by the sound and the style. It reminded me of 80s goth mixed with a more modern, uh, I don't even know how to put it. It just blew me away. First of all, why the name Casa de Brujas, which translates to House of Witches?
Hmm. You want me to say it or you? Liz and I used to live in West Covina in a household full of female musicians. And I think, yeah, it was with Sarah, Tony, Liz, and I. And each of us played a different instrument. So we just kind of had it all set up in the living room. Whenever we wanted a jam session, we'd just walk to the living room and just start jamming. And Sarah, it was her house, and she had a
Mhm.
sign up in the backyard that said, what did it say? Casa de Carvajal, which was
Oh,
her
right.
last name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I forget what the situation was, but we were in the back drinking and we just made a joke like more like Casa de Brujas, like just
Mhm.
being silly, and it just stuck. And we were calling each other that since then. And my mom even got us like a Christmas mat, a doormat that said Casa de Brujas 2022 or something silly. But then when we started this band, we were like, that name actually sounds pretty cool. And I made it up. So I mean we can use it. So
Mhm.
that's where that started.
Cool. And going from that, the sound, how did you guys get to this style and sound? Because it is an amazing style and sound.
Thank you.
That's all you. But thank you.
Um,
Yes, that means a lot,
Thank you.
definitely.
Yes. Well, we've been playing for a long time, individually and well, together now. Um, I would say that, well, I started having a couple riffs that I have, been working on over the years, and I had shown Kat, and Kat was like, "Hey, well, let's work on them." We're like, "Okay," we live together already, so we're having fun with it, and we really started enjoying the way it sounded. So we're like, "Dude, imagine,
Yeah.
like, why don't we try to do something with this, right?" And well, what should we call it? Oh, Casa de Brujas, right? So that stuck. And then we actually had our first singer, Samantha. And unfortunately she had to exit the band, but then we ended up having an audition,
Mhm.
like a audition call,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So we get a message from Jax and she kills Happy House by Susie and the
Oh
Banshees.
yeah. We asked the
Mhm.
singers to audition with a Susie and the Banshee song. I think we asked them for
Yes, for
Spellbound.
Spellbound.
And this bitch
Mhm.
didn't listen to instructions. And she sent in Happy House, but she blew us away.
Disqualified.
But she blew us away. But yeah.
Now I'll never forget hearing the first notes that you're hitting. I was like, all
Mhm.
right, let's meet up for dinner.
And I think like musically, we all kind of come from different backgrounds. So like
Mhm.
Liz comes from more like the post-punk, dark wave, and
Yeah.
80s, and Kat's really like punk and hyper like awesome music. And then I'm more of like a little all over the place. I really like metal and some like symphonic metal in particular. Some emo music too, but like a lot of alternative and classical music. So I think um even now when we write, we kind of just like try to bridge all of those little bits of the music that we like into this one sound, which it is like nice because we do stand out a little bit. But I feel like sometimes it's like, you know, it's very different than I think what's currently out on the
Yeah.
scene.
And
Yeah.
it makes us stand out, but it also makes us
Stand out.
literally stand out, and we
Mhm.
don't really fit in, which is okay. It's a love hate, I guess. It's
Yeah.
kind of a middle ground if
Yeah.
people like us or not, but we're definitely we're kind of the outsiders of the
Yeah.
goth scene, I guess you
Yeah.
could
I think
say.
it's like, thinking of like other bands who've over the years have maybe not been the norm,
Mhm.
and how they've been able to pave a path for themselves. And um, I feel like that's like the intention we are is like, we don't want to, I don't want to say conform, but I think we don't want to remove ourselves so
Mhm.
much. So I think
Stay true to our roots.
stay true to our roots. Yeah.
But also like to the formula of the
Yeah.
genre. So like
Hmm.
the post-punk dark wave formula, but like making it our own.
Hmm.
It's like adding our own little
Okay.
it's all good.
That is awesome. Let's talk a little bit about that. What kind of obstacles come in your way when this is not, like you said, it's not the norm, it's not the mainstream. We hardly get, especially here in Southern California, this type of sound. So has there been obstacles for you guys, trying to get your sound out there, even though you guys have a nice lineup coming up of tour stops?
I would say that we don't always fit on every bill that we've been put on, which I mean, I personally am okay with. I know the girls are okay with, but I feel like at times it might deter promoters from picking us over another band that might fit a little bit more.
I'm not to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, go for it. Go for it.
And also her voice is
Yeah,
so
it's very
different.
different.
It's so different than, and I'm not bashing on any other band. Every band has their own, uniqueness, but I think the thing that stands out, obviously our music, like she said, it's very eclectic, I could say, but her voice is very different than any of the goth bands out there right now. So I think that really sets us apart. We've been told that we're not synth enough, or we're not, post-punk enough, or whatever, the last EP. So like for certain lineups, and it's fine, it's okay.
It was our first EP. So
yeah, we were kind of trying to figure out who we were, because Kat and Liz have known each other for a very long time, and I'm like very new in the friendship, even though it feels like an ancient friendship. So kind of figuring out like our sound. Even now we're still like with the writing process, we're always going to be figuring out what our next sound is going to be. But I think the first EP was kind of like really like a shot in the dark. Let's see what we even wrote a song like a day before we were supposed to record. So on our last EP, Persecution, we wrote that song in a matter of
2 days.
Not even fully 2 days.
Not even fully 2
like
days. Maybe
Kat played a little
hours?
riff. Yeah, Kat was playing a little riff, and they have this picture in their house, and it's a picture of all the witches that have ever existed in like folklore and in cinema and pop culture,
anime,
and comics, any kind of witch you can think of.
It's fun.
And so I remember Kat was playing this riff, and I saw this picture, and I hadn't noticed it before, and I was like thinking like I mean, I'd been to their house plenty of times at that point, but I really looked at it and I was like, oh, these are all the witches. And Persecution kind of just like, I was like joking, like, singing like a line that just came to my head. And then we're like, wait, that's kind of good. And then we just decided to try to make this song. And honestly, it's one of my favorite songs on our EP, our first EP. But I feel like even in that, like being able to get to know each other that way, like just randomly like that, I feel like to be able to random write is like such a special thing to do.
From listening to your stuff on Apple Music, I think the Haunted is one of my favorite songs. Can you tell me a little background about how that song came to be?
That was you, baby. I had a vision for the song. I wrote that guitar part a while back, and I've just been dying to use it. So I started working on it, and I was like, I need to have something to present to the girls. And I started with my guitar part, and then of course I added the drums, worked on the bass with Kat, and then presented it to Jack. So I was like, hey, so you get anything from this? Like, how does this feel? Especially because it's the vibe that we're trying to go for. It's a little darker and dancey, still very new wave post-punk, and I was very fond of it, and the girls felt the same. So then came into lyrics, which
normally I'll start writing by myself, like I'll do like more melody stuff, and I never want to show them what I'm working on, because sometimes I'll be recording myself and just like saying random words that like it's just like not even coherent.
Melody, right?
I'm just trying to find a melody, find the way that I want to go, and I might like repeat the same word. And so then when I finally kind of figured like, oh, I really like how this melody sounds with the song, then I started kind of putting lyrics together, and I would like write a little bit of lyrics and send it to the girls, and they'd be like, oh, what about adding this to it? And then adding Spanish to it, which was our new thing, because you can't be Casa De Brujas without like any Spanish, right? And I mean, you can, but personally for myself, I don't speak Spanish, so it was kind of a little bit of an obstacle of like nerves. But
you understand it. You can like,
enough,
not fluent, but
yeah. And so Liz helped with, bringing that part, because, when you Google translate stuff in Spanish, it's like not, it's not right. And so Liz was like, how about this? And so we were just kind of messing with, like lyrics and then also just not even just writing for the sake of writing, but like we write with the intention. There's a lot of intention behind it, lyrically. Obviously we're Casa de Brujas, so like we can't be that without some kind of our own magic in it. And so a lot of the lyrics we also do try to put intention, almost like spell work in a way. Especially like, yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just protective stuff, you know, like illuminating and like, you know, returning back that, like I say on stage, returning that negative energy back, because it's just everywhere all the time.
Protection, manifestation. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you like about The Haunted?
I like that the Spanish part. I thought that was a nice little creative move. But other than that, like she said, it's very dark wave, very dancey. It's a very catchy tune. It's not mainstream per se, but it's something that sticks in the back of your mind. And I think it's been the one that's most stuck in my head since last night. So
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
You're like, mira la verdad. That's so close. Imagine you're doing it like a spell. And
Yeah.
like it will literally be in your head for days.
And they're good lyrics to have in your head because it's
Mhm.
spell work, you know?
Yeah.
yeah,
Good
definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And right now, when I was checking my Instagram, I saw that you guys have Mick Foley, a wrestling legend, coming to your show in Pomona. How did that happen?
Oh man. Well, I mean, are you a wrestling fan?
Yes.
Dude, I've been a fan since I was literally like maybe 3 years old.
Mhm.
And when I got old enough, I discovered Mick Foley, Cactus
Mhm.
Jack, Dude Love, all that good stuff, and fell in love with him. He's been in my top 5 for years. And so basically he's on Cameo. I don't know if you're familiar with Cameo, but it's basically an app where you pay celebrities to send you customized videos,
Mhm.
birthday messages, motivational messages, stuff like that. And when I saw he was on there, me and my dad have a love for Mick Foley together.
Mhm.
So it was my dad's birthday, and I thought, dude, that'd be dope to get him a customized message from him. So I hit up Mick Foley, and he sent me this like 18-minute long fucking video singing as Mankind and as Dude Love and just being Mick Foley, being charming like he is. And I was like, dude, I didn't think I could love him more than that, you know? So the next year came around, I ordered another one. This year came around, I ordered another one. And this year he actually DM'd me and we started chatting after he sent me this new video. And I was like, is this really him? Like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking, it has to be him. Like, it's Cameo. It's like a legit app where you have to pay, you know, to speak to them. And we ended up speaking for like hours. Liz was like, dude, who are you talking to still? I'm like, dude, I'm talking to Mick Foley. And she's like, what the fuck?
The Mankind.
The Mankind, the Cactus Jack, right? And I'm like tripping out. So at the end of our conversation, he's like, dude, it was really cool talking to you, Kat. Like, I'd love to meet you and your dad. Like, here's my number if you ever want to text. Like, and I'm all, okay, this is crazy. Is this real? And yeah, and he mentioned he's going to be at Comic-Con on May 17th right here in Ontario. And he's like, I want to meet you and your dad. Like, come down. He goes, before that, though, he asked me about myself and I told him about the band and he listened and he loves us and he ordered a shirt and everything. And he's like, I want to wear my shirt to Comic-Con. Like, can you like send it before Comic-Con? I'm all, yeah, for sure. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, crazy. So he invited me and my dad. So we're going to go. And then he ended up saying, do you happen to have a show the day I'm going to be in town? And we didn't. And I'm like, fuck, no, we don't. He's like, oh, okay, well, if something pops up, let me know. I want to see you guys live. And I'm like, well, shit, we're going to make something pop up, you know? So we started working the magic. We got Dead Energy involved, who's also an amazing artist in the industry. We love him, Joseph. And we started collabing on a show. We got it made happening at Characters in Pomona. And then he asked, well, can I sing a song with you guys? And we're like, I'm all, what the fuck? Is this real? Like, am I being pranked? You know? Where's Ashton? Like, it's weird. And so we cover a Nine Inch Nails song and it's our closer. So he's gonna sing that one with us. Spoiler alert, I guess. But he's gonna be doing Nine Inch Nails with us in Pomona on May 17th. That's how that happened. It's super weird. We talk every day. It's super weird. But
That
it's
is
cool.
awesome though. Yeah.
Manifestation's real, I'll tell you that for sure.
Are you guys working on a LP to come out or some sort of debut album that you guys will be having soon?
Mm.
I think so. We do this thing where we like write some music, record, because we're obviously like working
Mhm.
and
Day jobs.
we want to do this like forever for full time. Um, so I think right now we're in the middle of, we have a couple songs that we're working on that are like little nuggets of songs, like
Little
lyrics,
ideas.
little ideas. I think right now we're kind of in the season of, I feel like touring, playing shows.
Mhm.
So we don't do like full tours, but we do have like mini excursions that we're going to be
Mhm.
doing. But I know like we've been asked about vinyl pressing. So
Mhm.
like I know at some point we want to do that because
That's cool.
that's a big, a big yes. And I feel like that is like the goal. So like like do the most we can to make this like our everyday reality, you know?
Yeah.
To answer your question, no.
Oh,
but
sorry.
yes.
No.
No,
but
but yes.
yes.
Sorry, I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
I can just talk forever.
It's all done.
It's
Yeah.
I can just talk forever.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, like she said, we got some ideas. We talked a little about maybe we'll drop a single after we get a couple important things done, like business wise, because it's not just all music, you know,
Mhm.
it's business. There's an LLC we gotta kind of look out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do it all correctly and legally and all that good stuff. So, yeah, government shit and all that, taxes
Yeah.
and all that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, to answer your question, we don't have it set, but we have it planned. We
Yeah,
have
we're
it in
thinking
mind
about
for
it.
sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You guys are an amazing band, and I hope I get to see you guys out there in Pomona May 17th,
Heck
right?
yeah.
Yes,
Come
please,
through.
please do.
Oh,
Awesome.
actually, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to also plug in
Go for it.
our show with Club Vampiros on
Mm.
April
27th.
Yes,
27th.
the 2-year anniversary of Club Vampiros. That's a special one.
Yes,
Yeah.
on a Sunday. It's their 2-year anniversary. It's a whole lineup.
They have a full lineup.
It's like a day fest. You can go to that
Yeah.
too.
Calaveras
Awesome.
will be playing.
Yeah.
A bunch of other bands as well.
Yeah.
X-Ray 5.
X-Ray 5, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. I will definitely check that out, and hopefully I get to make that too. Thank you all for your time. I know you guys are busy, but I really wanted to reach out. I really wanted to get to talk to you, and hopefully you get more visibility from this.
Thank you.
Hopefully, yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and we look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Have a nice day.
You
Just
too.
kidding.